we're going to be doing Lucerne today. So, what we're going to be, I'm going to be talking for a little bit, and then I'm going to let Lucerne overshadow me and talk. But I'm going to talk, so I'm going to give him a chance to kind of maneuver up behind me and get to where he needs to be. One thing about trance, the lights that I have on me at this point aren't fluorescent lights. So if you're going to be working in trance, doing something with trance, fluorescent lights really don't work well because of the buzzing sound, the connection to buzzing. So if you want to do trance work and do it, it's better to do it in a vibration. But I think it's kind of cool that every time I go to a spiritualist church, they have fluorescent lights in them. I've never figured that out. I never figured out why. Maybe the fluorescent lights are cheaper. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why the fluorescent lights. But I've always kind of wondered that because it doesn't really work well with mediumship. Fluorescent lights don't work well with mediumship. It just doesn't because of the buzzing sound, the buzzing. That's why I moved my office out here in my front room because of all the noise behind me when I headed to my office of the machinery and the stuff behind me. Just kind of didn't really work really well with my mediumship and different things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk for a little bit, allow Lucerne to come in. My voice will change. Lucerne will come in and speak. He'll speak as long as he wants to, but um, he will speak as long as he wants to. Then I might come out of it before the hour's done. He'll speak as long as he wants to speak. So yes, he's a little bit independent. So uh, we're going to speak today. I'm going to have him. I want him to speak today on journey, on how to find a path, a journey in someone's life, and I want him to speak about that because we're going through this time with the pandemic and everything going on right now. We're all trying to find our journey or our space or our direction in our lives, and I want him to speak about that. Speak about that vibration here today. So, kind of gives you that, and then during the times that we're going to be doing Lucerne, if you have, you always email me and say, Lewis, I'd love Lucerne to speak. I love Lucerne to speak on this. Uh, 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 so so what's going to happen is I'll just speak. I'll speak for a while and allow Lucerne to come in. The vibration with the journey, the vibration in your life is to allow yourself to find your space, your connection, your grounding space, or your lightning rod space, and your vibrations of that connection of where you're going in your life. And Lucerne always teaches me when I go off to the other side, or he works with me and downloads information into my vibration. But there's always this direction in our lives, and we're always propelled towards it. We're always propelled in that vibration through our vibration of life. And when the sun talks and understands the vibration of spirit, uh, he, I, I am, I understand that a path, a journey in each other people's lives, in your life, your connection to who you are, has been preordained. And other people have that vibration of, I was born under a star, I was born in this, and I was born to this family, and I had this happen in my life, and I connected to this vibration through my life. But those are only parts on the journey, stops on the train or stops on the journey in your life. It is never the vibration that you chose that you chose that. That vibration was chosen before you entered this earth plane. We as individuals in the spirit world allow you to stand on the other side. We allow you to pick your guides, your connection to who you would like to be with you, to help, to encourage. And while you're on the other side, you know your life lessons, your connection in this lifetime. You have a plan, you have a group of energies with you that understand the plan, that understand it. And while you're there, before you awaken here in the earth plane, you have a knowledge of what the journey is. Then down you come to this earth plane. And when you come down to this earth plane, it is that connection that you forget.
what you're here for. That is part of the journey. It is never the vibration of journey. That is the journey, the beginning of it. Because you in this lifetime must find the path, the journey for yourself. Not because Spirit is going to direct you. Spirit will help you. The guides, the protectors that are placed in your vibration will guide you in a connection in your life. But they cannot force you down a path. They cannot drag you to a vibration within your life. They can insinuate, they can propel, they can try to maneuver you in a direction. But you have the free will and choice of how you personally arrive at the vibration. In this lifetime, people make themselves sick, they make themselves ill because of situations and vibrations that have happened in their life. That is not a journey that they should have been on, but it is a journey that they've decided to take. We bring our lives in this lifetime as being unprosperous, without money in our lives. But that was never supposed to be the case within your vibration. Having prosperity of health, prosperity of money, prosperity of relationships in your life has always been a given. It's how much you personally within your vibration are able to receive in your life. You can receive enough to share with everyone, or be in a position in your life to not be able to share, not be able to deal with that vibration within your life. The choices are there on the journey here on this earth plane. On this vibration, you're only understanding your higher self, your true self that is connected to the spirit world. That core, that vibrational energy that is connected to the spirit world is through your higher self. Higher self is not all knowing, it's all vibration, but it has that connection to the spirit world. And I do explain to people when I have you connect to the spirit world is to breathe through your third eye. Breathe as if you're pulling air through your third eye, to the center of your forehead, into your lungs, holding it, then breathing out. Allowing that energy to take shape within the vibration. Because to connect to us, to connect to the true spirit you are, you must first awaken the pineal, the hypothalamus. You must awaken these vibrations within your life. And that is through breath. That is through breath work. That is through understanding how you breathe. And allowing yourself to quiet yourself. Quiet. Allow the vibration of energy to balance within your auric field. The energy field, the vibration within everything within our lives is a story. It is a vibration that we must, within our vibration, understand. We must understand the true nature of who we are in our lives. There's always this connection within our lives, always a vibration, always a connection, always an understanding of where spirit needs to be. Your life is supposed to be awesome. And that's how spirit works with you. That's how spirit brings the highest vibration for you, the highest journey. And through that journey, we pick the path, the ideas that we feel we personally deserve. And as we do, we venture down that path into that direction within our lives. Sometimes the path isn't as good as we think it should have been, but it is still the journey that we decided to take. There's a thing I tell Lewis to do, and I explain to him when I work with him. I explain to him that about at least every month within your vibration, state to us, clear your mind for a moment and state to us, is there something I miss? Something I should be looking at? Something I should be putting in motion? Could you please show me? What that does is it sends a notice into the spirit world to your guides, your higher self, your loved ones, your protectors, the vibration that is there. And whoever is holding something for you that is waiting for you to look at it will bring it forward. Allow you to look at it, allow you to understand if it's something you truly, absolutely need to do. But tell us because I know that we can help you, but sometimes, people on this earth plane are a little stubborn, a little thick in what they're trying to do in their life. They don't really understand that they can pick the higher road, the better road, the connection to a higher sense of consciousness. They allow themselves to find a path and journey there through things that really don't work. And then we in the spirit world are just taking a deep breath. We're just wondering what you're doing. But we keep maneuvering things in front of you to stop you from going in that direction. But you continually to move in that direction until you eventually collapse or fall off the side of the mountain. Understand here from the spirit world, we do not jump off the mountain with you. We don't. We allow ourselves to sit and wait for you to climb out, for you to step back up, to stand back up in your vibration, and then we dust you off. Then we tell you, okay, are you ready to go on that path now? We allow you to pick that journey unless there is something within your vibration that you have to be there at a certain time, a certain moment to cross paths with an energy or a person or a vibration. We will then propel you very quickly. That's when people lose their houses, lose their jobs. They have to move. They have to change their life. Everything starts to fall, not completely out of sync, but they have to make some very rash decisions very quickly within their life. And it places them where they're supposed to be. If your life is changing in your life, on your journey, that is the time in your life to be very watchful of what's appearing, what's showing up in your life. What if you move somewhere just to cross paths with someone, your life partner, your twin flame, as people call it? Maybe you're there to help a multitude of individuals through your energy by being there. You're there for that, not to stand still and wait, not to stand still and wait for something to appear, but to be watchful of the path ahead of you. Think of your life as not as a path of clear energy, of vibrational energy that is clear. There are not obstacles, but there are watchful places along the path to pay attention to. And as long as you are watchful, pay attention to the path, watch the path in front of you, you can make that journey within your life. You can make it. You can understand the journey. It's we doubt ourselves too much. When we speak, we doubt ourselves too much. And it's the spoken word. It is never anything but the spoken word to us. By you speaking your truth, speaking your vibration to the spirit world, we will listen to you. If you subconsciously try to ask us for things, and if you don't personally accept what you've asked for, then how are we to go get it for you? There's an exercise that I told Lewis to tell people to do. It's an exercise of writing things down in front of you, what you thought maybe you might need. Perfect health, prosperity, whatever endeavor that you want. Then read the question to yourself. And then close your eyes for a moment and what does that inner voice tell you? What is that inner voice within your vibration telling you? That's what you have to ask yourself. What is that telling you? Not what that focal point when you were repeating what you wrote on the paper out loud. That's not the voice that we listen to. It is the voice within you. Both of those voices need to be on the same page. That is the work. That is the continued work on this earth plane. Getting your inner being, your inner vibration, your inner soul on the same connection, or at least halfway in the same direction as your physical force. Allowing that both to come together. that dual connection between both energies, then it allows us to run and get it for you. Your voice tells us, I need that. But as we start to maneuver away from you to go collect it for you, that inner voice is telling you, I can't accept that. I don't know how I'll ever get that. Then we have to stop. We have to wait for both voices to be in sync. That is a journey. That is one of the journey stones here on the path. Finding your true vibration of what you feel about a situation. Sometimes we are born into families, not of them. We needed the genes, we needed the vibration, we needed the upbringing, we needed the vibration from that family to make us who we are. And as we move through our lives, we get so connected with the family tree that we lose sight of who we are, our vibration. It isn't, I'm not telling you to help family, encourage family, and bless them with your presence. Sometimes you need to leave family in their own vibration and move off to your own situation. Sometimes we need that in our lives. We are here to get the upbringing, the understanding, the knowledge from our guides and our family. But as we move forward as guides in the spirit world, when you picked your guides on the spirit side of life, you picked guides that were going to last you until you got to a point of understanding and knowing. As you progress here on this earth plane, through your life, the teacher that arrived here when you entered this earth plane might not be able to take you any further. Your guide will change. Your teacher will change. Bring a high vibrational teacher as you progress further and further in the path. That's what happens here on the earth plane. You're not going to keep the same exact guides. You keep three of them, but most of the guides that have followed you and been with you are there for an instance. Give you a vibration within an understanding here. I'll do a little bit with Lewis's life, and I understand that. He was born in a family. Most of his family members have been passed before he hit the age of 19. Other members entered his family, vibration, through marriage. He knew that family, father-in-law, mother-in-law, that family longer than he has known his own. So whose family is going to appear more and more in Lewis's vibration than the family that Lewis had more connection to? As we move through our lives, sometimes the family we were born with do not follow us throughout our lives. We can try to call them forward, have them speak to you from the spirit side of life. Sometimes they have moved on, moved into some other situation, not waiting for the call from your corner of the universe to speak to you. So if someone hasn't spoke to you, doesn't mean that they're lost somewhere in the spirit world. It means that they have gone off into a journey of their own making in the spirit world, into their vibration. They needed you in their life to get them to a certain point in their life, not to wander around your vibration while you're still on this earth plane, to be and waiting for you to actually to address them. So don't feel bad if someone isn't here. Don't feel bad about that. Send them positive energy, send them love and support. If they are to speak to you, they will hear your call. We in the spirit world are teachers, instructors. Me and Tobias, Deidre, some of the guides and protectors that follow me and my group. We are protectors and guides, teachers from the spirit world. We have always been and always will be, same as you. You have always been. You have always been an energy field, an energy vibration within this universe. There has never been a moment in all creation that you did not exist. You've always existed. Your energy has transformed itself through many lifetimes and incarnations within your life, but you are still the same energy. Maybe a brighter light, brighter vibration than you were when you first started your first lifetime. But you are that same energy. Breaking that energy down to its core existence, you are that same energy that you have always been. Just maybe a little brighter, a little more polished, a little more in tune with your vibration. The same energy, my children. So don't blame yourself for mistakes and situations within your life. We're all going to make mistakes. We're all going to try to find our path. Sometimes the journey, as I've said here, will work. Sometimes it will propel you off in a direction, and everything about the journey will fall into place. But there is always that time when you take that path, that journey, and nothing about the journey works. It is a very hard and very troubling journey that you take. You eventually come out of it, possibly maybe with a few more life lessons or a few more scrapes and bruises than you had when you started. But it is a vibration because you still arrive at the place you were supposed to arrive. I tell people when I talk to them, you might arrive at the vibration dressed and ready for the event. Then other times you've lost most of your belongings, most of the stuff, and you're not able or ready to attend the event because you are totally exhausted. You're not prepared. Things have happened. So now the event doesn't go as well as it should be for you. Then you have to redecide what you personally want. What do you need? We have this whole connection that our energy field, our higher self, our guides, our protectors, go off and help others. Our higher self sends out energy into the universe to help and guide others. So a lot of the energy is being propelled from us constantly through our vibration to help and encourage others. We, as a higher self and a higher vibration, each and one of you, have this understanding of belief, an understanding from past lives, incarnations. And when somebody off in the universe here has a problem, a journey, a vibration within their life, and you have knowledge, there's a collective knowledge that comes together to address the vibration for someone, gives them an inspirational thought, a connection, an aha moment within their life, because you sent that energy forth. Knowing and unknowing, you still sent it. We in the spirit world watch you. We try to help you, not because you're the only event in town. It's not it. We help you and encourage you because your vibration helps and encourages the spirit world. It lights certain vibrations in the spirit world. Think of a part of the spirit world that had a blackout, and your energy all of a sudden turns the lights on, turns the vibration on, allows people to get back to their work. That's what happens with energy from the spirit world and from the earth plane and from other planes of existence. It allows the energy to lighten, to light the corners, to light the vibration, allows that energy to be there. When you cross from the spirit world, when you cross back into the spirit world, there are going to be individuals there that you have no idea what you did for them. You have no idea, but they will be there to thank you, to touch your hand, to give you thanks for helping, to encouraging them on their path without you having any kind of understanding that you did anything for them. That is from a higher energy, a higher vibration within your life. When your vibration raises to a higher senses of consciousness, then you raise others who who see the light from your vibration to raise to a higher sense of consciousness. That's why we follow, that's why we speak. You have to listen to your vibration, listen to your connection of who you are. Don't have people tell you in your life who you are. That makes it a little disturbing over here in the spirit world, when people try to tell people who they are and what they should do in their life. You should always do what you love and love what you do within your life. Do your best to follow that train of thought. If you love what you do and you are encouraged by it, you will always do well in that adventure. After you sit and be miserable, and so many times when Lewis does readings for individuals, they don't want to repeat a cycle. They don't want to repeat one because it was so terrible, it's so awful. But when we keep visualizing ourselves not repeating a cycle, it is bound to repeat itself. Not to not repeat a cycle, you learn something from it, but to envision a brand new cycle. That is where your energy should be. Not in the past, not in the past cycle, the past vibration within your life, but it should be this whole connection of the new vibration, the new connection to who you are. That's where you should be, not where your past is. Maybe you're ill, maybe things have happened in your life. Don't focus on the illness, don't focus on the divorce, don't focus on the vibration, but focus on what you're propelling into your life into the future. What do you want in the future? Do you want some more of the past, or do you want some more new for the future? That is the idea that people have. They spend so much time propelling themselves in the past, never venturing to the future, but always in the past. Because you can only change what you do today and what you propel forward tomorrow. Not what you did in the past. You cannot affect that or change that. It is what it is. The energy has been set forth. So allow yourself to envision a practice within your life of, of gratitude journals, keeping track of your spiritual connections, especially if something happens and you have to write it down before you forget it. Keep track of how your energy is being expelled. And a quick lesson with that situation is understanding that when you put energy out into the world, the energy comes back in some form, some fashion back towards you. As you propel your energy forward, what energy is propelling itself back at you? That will teach you if you are focusing in the right direction. If it's not working, then it means you need to refocus or reinvent where you are. Maybe something you're asking for isn't feasible at this moment. Try to ask for something else. It's always a journey. And with the journey in our lives, it's always that first step. Sure, things happen, keep us bound into a situation in our lives. Somebody out there has a worse story than somebody. Then that person has somebody else has another really bad story that happened in their life. But really, they're only stories of some past event or something that is going right on right this minute. Doesn't mean it has to go on into the future. Doesn't mean your childhood or your bad childhood or your bad relationship 20 years ago has to set or paint the path ahead of you. Allow yourself to move past it and ask your guides, is there something I should be looking at? Something I should be finding? Something I should be putting in motion? Could you please show me? And allow your energy to go forth. The 10 to 15 guides that follow you, and I've said this before in readings and vibrations with people, you have a gatekeeper, a guardian angel, whatever you deem that individual to be. They are your gatekeeper. They are the ones that allow energies and vibrations to enter your auric field, enter your vibration. You have the physician in your vibration, the doctor that allows your health, your well being. And that includes allowing people in and around the vibration for you. They don't stress you. They don't disrupt your health. They don't disturb your vibration. They are in process of understanding and helping you with that endeavor. And then there is the alchemist, the chemist within your vibration. That is the individual in your vibration that manifests things within your life. They're the ones that manifest the money, the relationships, the jobs, the career choices in your. They're the ones that manifest that. So those three guides, the doctor, the gatekeeper, and the alchemist or the chemist, are guides that will stay with you throughout your life. They are your main guides. They are the keepers of the gate. They are there. Now the other guides will change. Family members will change. Some family members on the other side just might be sick of you. They won't show up. Don't If they don't want to be here, there's no reason of wondering, trying to pull them in here to get them to speak to you. Sometimes they don't really have good knowledge to begin with. But listen to yourself, especially if things are happening in and around you. Why dredge up the past when you can allow it just to go? We had a lady store a fable on the other side of the spirit world. It's an individual who was traveling from port to port a few centuries ago, and always traveling in the same boat, the same journey. Until one day, he changed his focus, moved in a different journey, which took him less time to get there. Which he came across new people, new endeavors, new vibrations to be touched. And as he changed his journeys in his life, he propelled more energy and more people within his vibration. It's only until he realized that the journey he was on was not being productive for him. And we as individuals, as here on the earth plane, here in this earth plane, we have to look at our lives. Is it productive? Is it something I am doing or what I need to do? That's what you asked us. We'll propel the people, the salesmen, the guides, the protectors in to show you. I know we've gone through the pandemic here on the earth plane. That is an energy field that has been put in motion. A lot of things are put in motion on this earth plane to get people's attention, to allow people to understand their vibration or their place in the world. Sure, people have left this earth plane and ventured to the other side. But those individuals have come home. But it has affected others that have been still here. Death always affects others, their journey, their direction, their vibration within their life. Death of a job, death of a relationship, death of an individual. There's always an effect in our consciousness as we move forward. And if you look at the pandemic as a whole, the effect that this will have for decades to come would be something that we have no understanding of at this moment. Decades from now, we'll look at it and go, that's why that happened. It's why things happen in our lives. As we move forward and we change our direction, we look back and all of a sudden we go, that's why that happened in my life. That's why I needed that in my vibration. So we're always trying to find this true nature within ourselves, this true journey, this true vibration within our lives. It is not because I, as a spirit guide or a trance guide for Lewis, need to come and change your life. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you information. Then you do with the information what you see fit. You all are special stars, special vibrations within your own being. Sure, you might think that you're not where you need to be, but you are where you're supposed to be at this moment within your life. Only the future holds different options, different paths as an individual. You can go somewhere else. You can do something else and attract different people, different vibrations within your life. It changes your journey, changes your vibration within your life. Only you can make that happen. If you dwell within the past, then the past will be all you see. We as a country, you as a country of the United States, if we dwell within the past, what has happened within the past in this country, that we are only bound to repeat it, only bound to relive the vibration, but understanding the future, understanding what we could be or what this country could be is what you need to look at. Because you affecting your little corner of the world affects the other corners. And if there are enough corners, enough energy fields focusing in one direction, then the energy on the earth plane changes. Changes. The energy is changing on the earth plane. It will. Kicking or screaming, we will get you to change. But it might take time. The newer guard, the newer vibration, the younger guard is stepping up. They have a new understanding of what spirit is. The idea of what is to happen. So listen to yourself. Even though you think that maybe I can't get there from here, to redirect your current, redirect your focus. Listen to that inner voice within you. If it tells you that you can't do it, then ask yourself, why? Why can't I do it? Allow your guides to show you. If you're trying to put something in motion and something is not working, then step back. Take a look at it. Ask your guides why it's not working. Then move forward again. It's only when you continually push at the door, never getting the door open, you just sit outside that door. Allow yourself to ask the questions. Is this where I need to be? You have to ask yourself, is it where you personally need to be in your life? Is it where you need to be? Not where the guides are going to place you. You have to I understand, I listen a lot from the spirit world. I listen to what people are doing. And people try this whole understanding of this is where I am, this is my lot, this is where I am to be. But it isn't. There are many paths that lead to the spirit world. There's many dimensions, many mansions on the other side, as you would call them, but many dimensions, many planes of existence on the spirit side of life. You could end up at one of the four corners of the universe in a dimension that you had been before, living and residing there once you leave this earth plane. So it is this whole vibration in your life. Where do you need to be? Not because you're there for others, not because you're there because it is their journey. Sure, we take on things. You have loved ones, you have people in your life that you need to help, you need to encourage, you need to bless. But there are times in our lives that we need to move along. Allow someone else to come up behind us and pick them up and take them to where they need to be. Sometimes it is just that. Sometimes we just need to allow someone else to pick someone up, allow them to move to where they need to be. That is a journey that we're understanding, that we must come understanding a thing in our lives. I try to speak fast, but I don't. Sometimes the words get mixed. But we do our lives where we're supposed to be. But if you learn something from the journey today, from this journey in the vibration today, remember, today, tomorrow is not here yet. It has not arrived here yet. What do you personally want to do here tomorrow? What would you like to do? What would you like to see? When you sit in your bed or you lay in your bed in the morning before you get up, sit still for a moment. Sit still. Don't move. You're in between the waking state and the dream state. In that state, state to yourself what you would like to see. You have a direct communication to the dream state, into the spirit world. You're still in that mode between both worlds. State, sending you a call into the universe, what you would like to see. Your guides will hear you. But always remember, do some work on yourself. Work on your own vibration, on your connection to who you are. Work on yourself, that inner voice within you. Sure, it's work. Sure, it's the work. When Andrew Jackson Davis was here, he said, the work has begun. The work is still beginning. One individual, one soul at a time. The work is still maneuvering itself here on the earth plane. So when you focus your intent, what are you looking at? What is in your life today? What do you suffer from today? What would you like to get rid of tomorrow? And what would you like to see into the future? We have everything on the other side. We aren't a bunch of paupers on the other side. You don't have a nickel to rub together. We have things for you. You just have to ask us. You have to be able to accept it too. Prosperity is there. Money is there. Health is there. Think of your many years ago. We told Lewis many years ago, some lifetime, young man, you were perfectly healthy. You were perfectly wealthy. You had all these things in your life. You've lived many lifetimes that you were extremely talented, extremely gifted, extremely healthy, abundant, beautiful relationships. You've had that energy before. Go into meditation and go back to that essence. Ask your guides to take you back and get that feeling within your vibration again. Allow that feeling to reside within you again. Then allow yourself to move forward, taking that energy with you. It'll improve your health. It'll improve the vibration within your life. But go into a meditation. Go back to a past life. Ask your guides to take you. Allow you to feel the energy from that past life, that incarnation. And then allow yourself to bring it into this earth plane in this lifetime to encourage you on the journey. Trust yourself. And we in the spirit world, we trust you. Nobody makes massive mistakes. Sure, things happen on the earth plane. Sure, bad things do happen, my children. They do. But they are for a purpose. They are a vibration that needs to happen. Sure, they happen. Something's bad happen in our own lives, in your own life, your vibration. Sometimes they need to happen to focus the energy, to move the energy, to change the vibration, to change where you are, to place you in a new surroundings, a new vibration within your life, to allow you to see something else. Things always happen to do that. But as long as you focus your positive energy, your affirmations, your connections to the spirit world, allowing your energy to raise at a higher vibration, not constantly, you don't have to do it constantly and be on guard every moment of every day, but allow enough energy to go out ahead of you to seal the path, to light the path for you, so that you personally can have a better view of the path once you get there. So I'm gonna, okay, Lucern's left, so I think he comes and he comes, but I'm gonna finish up because the vibration with this, with our journey in our lives, is this connection, always a connection. And I've always understood that in my own life, of people that have come and gone through my life. But as I've gotten older, I'm older now, I can look back on my life and go, I know exactly why that happened. I know exactly why I was there. I know exactly why that person was here. I've always been able to look back. It took me quite a while in my life, from all the abuse in my life when I was young, to come to terms with that, to come to terms with some kind of connection of of of, of, of consciousness, to allow that to go, allow it to be. It is uh, it is a connection within the vibration, because sometimes we just end up in our lives. We just end up in our lives in a connection within our lives of us true understanding of the vibration. So we have to find, uh, we have to ask ourselves, what do you need? What do you want? That's the whole question here. And it's not like you get everything you want. Not, it's never that way. It's always that vibration of what what you need in your life. Now, maybe not what you want, but what you need in your life will be transposed in front of you. And we have to allow ourselves to know that I'm going to receive this. I'm going to receive that, or better, that in my life. And allow your guides to propel people into their lives. We don't look anymore, as I walk around now and I see people in church, I see people around, I see people everywhere. They're always with their head down their phones. They're not looking anywhere, they're not watching, they're not doing anything, just looking at the phone. Instead of looking at what's going on around in the world around them, we must look up. Every once in a while, just look up. There's no story from the Universal Energy. There was a story about a gentleman on a sailor, a young sailor on a boat, and he climbed all the way up the headmast, all the way to the top of the mast. And when he looked back down the boat, it was so far back down the boat, there was an old sailor down there. But as he looked down the boat, he got wheezy. His stomach started to get upset. He just kept getting very much more sick and ill, until the old sailor told him, look aloft, look up, look up. And when he did, everything came back to normal. He wasn't looking at it moving forward. He was back looking up. And I still think that's what we all need to do in our lives, is to look up, look at a higher vibration. At some point in our lives, some point, we were awesome. We were just awesome. Some lifetime, boy, we had it. We had it. We had the whole ensemble. And we got it in this lifetime. We chose our life lessons, but doesn't mean we can't pull from those other life lessons, because they are part of our cell growth. They're still part of our cell memory. So those lifetimes, those incarnations, those vibrations. Because if you go and you sit in front of a mirror in your home, get a little light, get a little candle, just a little walled off candle, get in a darkened room with a mirror, and then just light the candle and look at the mirror, so you can just barely make your face out in the mirror. You just make your face out, then watch yourself. Your energy, your face will start to roll. You'll have different faces, different vibrations. You'll have long hair, short hair, you'll have feathers, all kinds of stuff will happen. And these are lifetimes. These are guides. These are protectors. These are people that follow you. These are people that look after you.
These are part of your consciousness. They're part of your vibration. They're part of you. So they're there. So these are individuals that radiate and transform over, transmute over your face. So if we know that all this is following us and finding our direction, we just have to allow and know that it's a bigger picture. It's a bigger vibration that we need to be at than to worry about what has happened in our lives. Sure, there's abuse, there's stuff, there's all kinds of stuff. But we keep dwelling in the situation. Then we just dwell there. I call them dwellers at the well. Oh, well, this happened. Oh, well, dwellers. We dwell there. We never move from there. We only dwell at the well. We never move forward. We're always there, connected to that energy, that vibration within our lives. So we have to break that cycle, break that vibration, and that's by quieting that voice within you. By telling that voice within you, no, 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 I deserve this. And that's what goes with affirmations. Because affirmations, you do the I am healthy. I am wealthy. I'm abundant. I'm in an extremely powerful relationship at this point in my life. I am attracting people in my life to bless me and encourage me and get me to where I need to be. I am a very powerful, good, successful individual in my life. I am. Doing those affirmations, that changes that inner voice, that changes your mind, that changes the vibrations in your life. Sure, it's the work, the vibration, the work that we have to do within ourselves. But if we do it, you don't have to do it forever. You don't have to do it forever. You only have to do it for the few moments that you're there. You do it for a couple of months, see how things start to change. But it should work. It should place yourself in motion. And I hope you enjoyed Lucerne today, and I hope you did. I'm going to post this on YouTube on my channel, so hopefully it taped out awesome. But I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel, so I hope you enjoyed today, and I know I'll be back here next week. We're still getting used to the Zoom, so we're going to get better at it. I'm going to do probably one time I'm going to give readings here a day. I'll place that in one of the things, and I'll do readings. I like little mini readings for everyone, so kind of give you readings from here. So people here will have to figure out how to put their cameras on, so you'll get the reading. So but other than that, you'll get the reading. So what we'll do is we'll do that. I'll post that when I'm going to do that, and we'll get that done. But right now, I hope you enjoyed Lucerne, and I'm going to post this on YouTube, and we'll see you guys and next Thursday. Or next Thursday, or unless you're in Melbourne, you'll see me Sunday. If you're in Melbourne, I'll be speaking. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye. Thank you.